swelling, headache or a rash, asthma, colitis, fatigue, or gas. What will today's symptom be? My loopy life with lupus. Hey guys, so it's Wednesday morning, and I woke up feeling not so great. My fingers are still pretty sore. I mean, they're definitely not as bad as they were, but they're still pretty sore in that trying to do certain things, like opening things, like we're trying to hold on to certain things, is causing me a fair amount of pain. I took some Tylenol before I went to bed, and I took my sleeping pill, and woke up kind of groggy because I went to bed, I think it was like 1 o'clock again. But on top of that, I woke up with some joint pain going on in my knees, and I've got like this weird aching feeling going on in my legs. It was really weird last night when I laid down to go to bed. It was almost like I was having some kind of muscle spasms in the lower parts of my legs, like in the, I can never remember, like I guess where like the hamstring areas, I don't know, like the lower part of the leg. And it was like, you know, like you get that like twitchy kind of feeling like underneath the skin, and I was feeling that, like it was like going like this, like through my legs. It was the weirdest thing. And so that was going on for a while, but I had taken my sleeping pill, so I just passed out regardless. But yeah, it was really bizarre. And now like my thighs are like sore, and my knees are sore, and I have like a really sore neck as well. We did have a thunderstorm last night with a lot of rain, and it's calling for more rain today. And so I am thinking that that might be it, that like maybe a mixture of the stress from like the incident yesterday, just the stress of that, and the heat the last 2 days, and then now this like damp, wet day that we're gonna have. Like I find sometimes when we have like these different pressure systems coming in, where there's gonna be like a lot of rain and stuff, my joints start to go a little wonky on me. So I got up and I just started to get ready for work as usual. But at the same time, I did text Ben's mom and Kara's mom and just let them know how I was feeling, what was going on, just to see if maybe I could possibly stay home today, because Ben's dad is actually off for the summer anyway, so he can always take over if need be. So I just, while I was waiting to hear back from them, I had my breakfast so I could take my pills early. And then I just heard back from them now that, yeah, I can stay home today. And I figured they would be okay about it. They're both pretty laid back. And yeah, Ben's mom she knows all about my lupus and everything. So she's totally understanding about that aspect of things. And then Julie still feels really bad about me. Or sorry, Kara's mom, Julie, still feels really bad about me getting the fingers caught in the door. And there's probably Christine texting me now, which is Ben's mom. But yeah, so now I'm trying to decide what I want to do. Like I'm thinking I should just go back to bed and get some good rest in, but I also don't want to sleep the day away. And I'm already kind of starting to wake up now because I've been up since 7. So I don't know if I'll be able to go back to sleep if I go to bed, but I guess I can try. We'll see. And I'm up. It's 11 o'clock in the morning now. It took me a while to get back to sleep. And then I slept a bit, and then I did wake up at 9, and I looked at the clock and I thought, should I just get up now at 9, or should I just get a little bit more sleep? And so anyways, I went back to sleep, and I woke up at like 11:45. So got up and just freshened myself up a bit, and now I think I'm gonna have a little morning snack and maybe just relax on the couch and watch some TV or whatever. Just try to take it easy today, basically. So, and it's starting to get hot in here because I had the fan on in the bedroom and it was fine, but now I'm gonna have to move the fan out here because it's still like in the 30s with the humidity or humidex reading. So, ugh. I just have to say that I absolutely love our little tiny dishwasher. If you guys don't remember, or if you're new to the channel, I think it was about, excuse me, I think it was about almost a year ago, maybe a little less than a year ago, that Alex's mom and dad decided that they were going to buy us this little portable dishwasher. We don't have a lot of space for a full-size dishwasher in our kitchen, and we don't have anywhere to like hook up a normal one that like stays hooked up. So we have this little portable one, and I've just filled it up, and I already put the soap in it. And basically what you do is you wheel it over to, it has wheels on it. Sorry guys, it's hard to do this one-handed, but basically, let me just close it up. There we go. It has wheels on it, and you can wheel it over to the sink, and it connects to the sink, and it washes our dishes. And yeah, you can't really fit a lot in it, so I mean, we end up running it at maybe every second day, sometimes depending on how many dishes we have. Sometimes it's every day, but usually every second day. But it was a surprise for Alex. I knew they had ordered it and it was coming, but Alex had no idea. And so I had filmed his reaction when he came through the door and saw this dishwasher. So I will actually link to that video if you guys want to go and check that video out from last year where Alex got this surprise dishwasher. It's just that for me, like, dishwashing became almost impossible for me to do. Standing at the sink, washing the dishes, I would get pain in my back and my neck. I would get, you know, pain in my feet from standing so long. And so rarely ever was I able to do the dishes myself. So it became Alex's job to do. And he's fine with helping me with cleaning the house and things like that, but dishes was one thing he absolutely hated doing. And he would always like complain about it or whatever, and so his parents decided to surprise us with a dishwasher. And I was a little hesitant at first because I mean I spent my entire life without a dishwasher, and I was used to, you know, washing dishes by hand and all that. And I just I kind of at the time thought money could have been better spent elsewhere because at that time we still hadn't had our new mattress, and I was like, we really need a new mattress because that's important for my pain levels for sleep. And so at first I was hesitant, but as soon as we got it set up and hooked up and I saw the dishes just go in there and get magically clean, my opinion on it changed completely. It is fantastic because now I actually can technically do the dishes because I just put them in there and they're clean for me, and then I just have to put them away, and it is so much easier on my life. So, you know, if Alex is away, or, you know, like a day like today, I'm at home and I'm not feeling well and there's dishes that need to be done and I'm not feeling well to do them, this is going to do it for me. Okay, so I've started to roll it out. It's kind of hard to do it one-handed, so, but I wanted to kind of give you guys the idea. So it's on wheels, and you just roll it up here. This is my little thing to organize papers. I'll talk about that another time. It's kind of a mess right now. And then at the back, there are these hose that come out. I hope I can pull them out with the way my fingers are. Well, these two fingers are good, so I'll just hold it with that. Ugh. So you just pull it out. Sometimes it does get a little tricky for me to pull it out, but I generally can do it. You really got to grip it. Okay, then you push this down. Oh, and it came with this thing that you connect to your faucet. We just decided to leave it on permanently instead of having to take it on and off every time. And you can still use it as a regular faucet without. It just, the stream comes down like really kind of hard, so we have to be careful, otherwise it splashes everywhere, but that's okay. So you just push this down, and then you pop it on there, and you hear it click. And then you turn on your hot water. And then I come around on this side to get the power cord, which I will plug in right there. And then just turn it on. It's ready to go. Okay, just checking because sometimes it'll flash saying we need more rinse agent, but nope, it's good. And we usually only do it on, I think this is just like the normal wash, because we really rinse off our dishes very well before putting them in the dishwasher. They're practically clean when they go in. So, and then you hit start, and then it's going to start going. And so what it does is it will draw the water out as it's needed. So first it's draining out any leftover little bits of water that are in there. And then it's going to take in whatever water it needs and like fill up, I guess there's probably like a little tank in there that it fills up with the water. And then it will turn off the water. And then it will use the water that it's filled up with to clean the dishes with. And then it drains out this hose and the water will drain out into the sink. And so it does that for each cycle, and then it beeps when it's finished. Love it. Love my dishwasher. Never thought I would love one so much, but I love it. I think it's like definite must if you have lupus or any kind of chronic illness, because it's great. It really is. And it gives you some more independence, like that you can actually do the dishes. So I love it. There it goes, see? And now it's filling up with the water. You can hear it. And then once it finishes, you'll kind of hear it, like it'll go silent for a minute, which means it's shut off the water. And then you'll hear it like going like the thing that like sprays the water. So it's really good because it doesn't use a lot of water. It only takes the amount of water needed, and then it drains it, and then it takes a little bit more. So yeah, see, that's how much water it took. That wasn't a lot of water. Now it's doing the cycle. So, and then it will empty out that water. And then it'll take some more in for the next cycle. But yeah, like it's really good because it's not like the water is running the entire 2-hour cycle. So that's pretty good. So the dishwasher is finished. So then what I usually do is I just turn it off. And then I come on over here and turn off the water. And then there's this little red button that you press, and it lets all the leftover little bits of water out. And then you can just take it off. And then just shake out the water. Shake out the water. And then you just put it back. Like you just fold it back into, it's hard to do it one hand, but just slide it back into there. And then unplug it and put this away, just like this. You just push it back in. Again, it's kind of hard to do it with one hand, but you get the idea. Here it goes. Ugh. It's hard to do it because this middle finger still really hurts. The other fingers are starting to finally feel a little bit better, but that left middle finger, I think that was the one that got it the most out of everything for some reason. It just is like, ugh. But it's not looking as purple, which is nice. Okay, and then I usually come over here, open this up a little bit, and I just kind of, ooh, look at all the steam. I just kind of let it air out a little bit before I put the dishes away. Yeah. Now my lens is all steamed up. Oh, there we go. No more steam. So it is now almost 7:30, and I'm doing a lot better. I think the rest really paid off. My joints are feeling pretty good. My thighs are still a little bit achy, and the tips of my fingers are still a little bit tender, almost like, I think I mentioned this before, but almost like when you've burnt your fingers on a stove or something. But they're definitely a lot better than they were yesterday or even this morning for that fact. And even the bruising in that middle finger, it actually is looking pretty good. Like, it's not as purple as it was yesterday. It's more of a red color, I guess you could say. Yeah, so definitely on the mend, thank goodness for that. So I will be going back to work tomorrow, and I'm so excited. Only 2 more days till Yuki gets here, and only 2 more days until Yuki gets here, and I'm so excited about that. I'm kind of like hoping though that maybe she'll come like tomorrow, but I've been checking the tracking today and it hasn't really updated at all, so I'm not counting on it, but it sure would be nice. This weekend looks like it's going to be raining all weekend, which is not really great, but I guess if I'm stuck indoors, at least I can hopefully spend some time with Yuki. I guess that's it. I made some beefaroni for dinner, and I had no problems cutting up the vegetables. I thought I was going to have some issues with my fingers, but I mean, they were a little tender as I was doing it, but I was able to do it. And so we got dinner, and we finished dinner, and I've caught up on all of my shows for today, as well as YouTube videos. Like, I just pretty much just watched a lot of TV today and just took it easy. But yeah, I just finished a episode of Teen Mom 2, and I just sent Alex out to get some Dairy Queen Blizzards, because I just had a craving. And I actually, I've been counting my calories on the FitnessPal app today, and I actually have enough calories left over to enjoy a Blizzard and not feel guilty about it. So yeah, so he is off to get that. And I am like a big Oreo cookie nut. Like, anything that has Oreo cookie in it, I go crazy over. So usually I get an Oreo cookie Blizzard, and the odd time I will try a different one. So today I've decided to try something different. I noticed it the last time I was there, and I just thought I'll try it out. It still has Oreos in it, but it's the Oreo cheesecake Blizzard. So, but I told them that if they don't have it, I want to try the, what was it, Georgia Mud Fudge or something like that. Anyways, I'm looking forward to eating that. And yeah, so I think for the rest of the evening, I am just going to edit video and get it uploaded. And probably I've been taking part in the YouTube Creator Academy. It's like a free 2-week course where you learn different things about like YouTube and how you can improve your channel and stuff. So I've been learning some interesting stuff there, and so it's like 1 lesson per day kind of thing, and they're pretty short. They're actually like really easy to do. I haven't really been able to like do the assignments because I just don't have the time, but I'm at least, you know, I'm taking the notes and the information down, and, you know, I'm hoping to apply it to my channel over the coming weeks and months and whatnot. So, it's been interesting, and it's free. And apparently like next week, if you take like a quiz, that they put out, you can get like a certificate of completion. Whatever, but that would be kind of cool. So I'm gonna probably do the lesson and just edit video and just continue to take it easy for the rest of the night, and I am going to really do my best to get to bed by 11 tonight. Fingers crossed. I think I can do it. I don't have a ton of projects that will be occupying my mind at this time, and I am just like in the relaxed mood. I kind of was hoping to start painting my Cyan kit. I've been like wanting to get started painting her for like the last 2 weeks, but I've just had so many other things on my plate. I just haven't gotten to it. But I definitely was hoping to get started on her, but I don't want to get started on her close to bedtime because then I won't get to bed at a decent time. So I might have to just like put it off until tomorrow. And at least like come tomorrow, that'll basically be the only thing on my plate for tomorrow. So then I could just like paint as soon as I get home. I think that's probably the better option so I can get a good night's sleep. And I'm just glad that I'm feeling better, and I'm glad that I listened to my body and took today off. Sometimes you just have to do that with lupus, as hard as it is, because I always feel like I'm disappointing people. But Ben and Kara's mom, or well, Ben's mom and Kara's mom, like they're both really awesome and understanding. So yeah, so it wasn't like a huge problem. But oh, I have another thing of news. I have 2 job interviews coming up, both for part-time nanny jobs starting in September. And funny enough, one of them is like really close again to Jeremy, and Ben and Kara, like all within that area. And another one is actually in the area that I had my first nanny job with Kyle. So it's just funny that it seems like all of my nanny jobs, except for one, have all been somewhat around the same areas, all down by the Danforth. And so it's just really funny. Like I was saying to Alex, I'm like, you know, it's too bad houses are so expensive down there, because I think it would probably be ideal for us to move into that area, because it just seems like that's where all the nanny jobs are. And it would just be so great to like be close where I wouldn't have to, you know, take the transit, and, you know, that would save money. But the houses are like super, 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 super expensive in that area. Like, oh, really bad. Yeah, like they're just really ridiculous. Well, all of the houses in Toronto are really ridiculous prices, but I know like in that area, like I think there was a house actually just 1 block over from Jeremy's that sold this past summer, and I think it sold for like $900,000 or something. There's no way. There's just no way we could afford to move there. So it kind of sucks because it's like an hour bus ride to get down to that area. But it's cool. So we'll see. The first interview I have is next Wednesday, and it is going to be a part-time position for, I think it's like 3 full days a week is my understanding. And it's for a 1-year-old little girl. it would just, I think it would be exciting to finally have a little girl to look after. I haven't, well, other than Kara this summer, I haven't had a little girl since Jillian. So, like, I've pretty much always been a nanny to little boys. So it would actually be a nice change of pace. But, so there's that one. And then 2 weeks from now, I have another interview with another family. And it's the same kind of thing. I think it's like 3 full days a week. But with that one, it's taking care of a 1-year-old girl and a 3-year-old boy. And I think I would much prefer the 1-year-old over the, like, just because having one child physically is a lot easier for me than 2. I mean, I can do the 2, but just physically it'll be easier. But at least either way, like, whichever one, hopefully I'll get one of them. At least it's only the 3 days a week, and I'll have, you know, a day off in between. I think, like, the one with the 2 kids, I think, is like Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I believe. And this one that I'm going to next week is Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I believe. So yeah, we'll see how it works out. Hopefully, I can get something lined up for September. I really don't want to have to go on employment insurance again, because it's never really a substantial amount of money that you get from them anyway. So then we, you know, really have to, like, scrimp and save during that time. So I'm just hoping I can line up something for September before that has to happen. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. And thanks so much for all of your thoughts and prayers on my fingers. I'm just so glad it wasn't worse than it was, and it seems like I really am on the mend now. I think it just really scared the, like, bejeebers out of me more than anything else, because it's just so hard to explain if you guys didn't see it, but I just never thought my fingers could smush that much without being totally damaged. But yeah, all is well. I won't be dealing with that garage door again. So thanks again, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.